Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Siena. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also give this video a like too if you enjoyed it. So today's video is going to be very informative. We're going to be talking about everything about how to choose the right foundation for you. So whether you have dry skin or oily skin, what undertone you have, we're going to talk all about that and how you can figure out what foundation is right for you. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned and let's get started. Now the first thing we're going to talk about is your skin type. There are three main skin types that you could possibly have. There's dry skin, combination or normal skin, and oily skin. If you have dry skin, you'll have dry skin all over your face. For combination or normal skin, you'll have what's called a T-zone, so you'll feel oily here, along your forehead, down the bridge of your nose, down to your chin, and then on your cheeks you'll feel more dry. Now for oily skin, you'll have oily skin all over. Also, you could have sensitive skin. Now this is usually more for the dry skin people, and you have to be very cautious if you have sensitive skin. So make sure if you have really sensitive skin, you check the product before using it to see if it's compatible with people with sensitive skin. For instance, I have what's called combination skin, so I'm very dry over here, and I'm kind of oily down the T-zone. This is where I mainly get some pimples. I do get some pimples around my jawline as well. So now once you know what type of skin type you have, you're going to want to use this when picking out the foundations. Some foundations are actually made for your type of skin type. For instance, there's some brands that have foundations for oily skin. This is going to be more of a water-based, where for dry skin foundations, it's going to be more of an oil base. So you want to make sure and pick the right foundation. If you got a foundation that's for oily skin and you get it for dry skin, that's just going to make your face super dry and suck all the moisture out. Same thing with if you bought a foundation for dry skin and you have oily skin, then it's just going to make your skin even more oily and gross and cakey, and it'll break you out and it's not good. So now that you know what type of skin you have, you can look at what foundation is right for you. The second step is figuring out what kind of coverage you want. There's four main coverages that you could potentially buy with a foundation. First, there's a light coverage. This is going to be more of a tinted moisturizer or a BB cream. Next is a medium coverage. So medium coverage is more of an everyday foundation that isn't going to break you out or clog your pores. Now a full foundation is going to be a foundation that covers your whole face. Is probably not an everyday foundation because it might clog your pores or make you break out unless you really clean your skin. This is great for people with really bad skin that you just want to cover it up, but do make sure that you fully cleanse your face after every use. And then our last coverage is an extra full coverage. I kind of made that term up, but this is those special foundations out there that claim to cover up tattoos or really bad acne scarring. So if you have really bad acne scarring, or if you have a tattoo you want to cover up, these foundations are great for that. They are known as stage makeup, so do not wear this every day, because these will make you break out if you wear it every day. So now you know what type of skin you have and what coverage you want. We're going to go on to which foundation is right for you. We're just going to talk about the top 8 that I think you might be interested in. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is a liquid or a cream foundation. And these are foundations that come in a liquid form. Many of these foundations come in specialized versions, including oil-free, oil-based, waterproof, and also 24-hour. So if you're looking for a foundation that'll really stay forever, they have some that are 24-hour wear. These are also great for people who are looking for a heavier coverage. So moving on to a tinted moisturizer, this is going to be for people who want a lighter coverage. An example of this would be a BB cream. Tinted moisturizers are good for people who are beginning with makeup because they are a light coverage. Usually younger people have better skin, so this is just going to cover up your redness and just give you a nice even coverage throughout. Also, sometimes they have SPF, which is really great. So look for, if you were to go with a tinted moisturizer, look for one with an SPF in it so you can protect your skin. So the next foundation we're going to talk about is an oil-based foundation. So these are for people with dry skin. If you have oily skin, do not get an oil-based foundation because it will break you out. So what an oil-based foundation will do is add moisture and temporarily plump up your skin. This is also good for people who have wrinkly skin because it'll moisturize your face. So next, moving on to matte and oil-free foundations. So these are great for people with oily skin, and because it's based with water, it is going to dry a lot faster, so make sure to use a sponge or your hands to quickly blend in before it dries. So moving on to a mousse or a whipped formula. These are usually liquid foundations that are whipped with air. These foundations tend to have more of a matte finish, and they usually feel weightless. These are good for all skin types, but are usually made for dry skin, so make sure, and if you do have oily skin, find one that is for oily skin. Now the next foundation we're going to talk about is a stick foundation. So these are more for heavier coverages. They're great for covering up blemishes, scars, redness, and dark circles. They're great for normal to oily skin. If you do have dry skin, make sure and apply a primer beforehand. And these are also great for traveling because they are compacted and you won't have to worry about spilling or making a mess. Now the next foundation is going to be a powdered or compact foundation. Once again, these are great for transportation because they do come in a compact, so you can just slip this in your bag and you're good to go. This is also great for people who don't have much time in the morning because it's a mixture of both powder and foundation, so you don't have to do 2 steps, applying your foundation and then your powder. Also, these are great for people with oily skin because it does come with a powder. People with dry skin, I don't recommend this product for you, but if you did want to use it, once again, apply a primer beforehand. And the last foundation I'm going to talk about is a mineral foundation. These are great for people who are looking for natural or organic ingredients. These foundations are made of mostly minerals that come from nature, so they're good for people with sensitive skin or who have allergies. So those are the top 8 type of foundations that I recommend. So figure out which of those fits you best. Alright, so undertones are the type of undercolor tone you have in your skin. I don't really know how to explain it, but basically there's 3 undertones that you could possibly have. There's cool, neutral, and warm. So cool is going to be people with a pink undertone. Warm is going to be people with more of a golden yellow undertone, and neutral is going to be a mixture of both. For instance, I have a cool undertone, so I go with more of a pink-based formula for foundation. If you're a person with warm undertone, you'd want to go with more of a yellow-based foundation. If you have neutral, you can use either one, or you can find a foundation that's specifically made for neutral and has a mixture of both. Now to find your undertone, there's a bunch of ways to figure it out. The 2 that I like is, it's kind of gross, I hate this, but if you look at your veins, you can look at your veins and see what color you have. If you have blue looking veins, then you have a cool undertone. If you have green looking veins, you have a warm undertone. And if you have sort of a purpley or a mixture of green and blue, then you are a neutral. So this is a great way to figure out if you're warm or cool or neutral. Another way I like to use is a little less gross, but it's jewelry. If you look good in silver or platinum jewelry, then you have a cool undertone. If you look better in gold jewelry, then you have a warm undertone. So now that you know what type of skin you have, what coverage you'd like, what type of foundation you'd prefer, and your undertone, we're ready to move on to how to pick out the right color. Alright, so how to pick out the right color. Once you know what type of undertone you have, it's pretty simple. You want to go to the store and find a foundation that has the right coloration. So for instance, I have a cool undertone, so I'm going to go and find a foundation that looks more pink than yellow. So what you want to do is take 3 foundations closest to your skin type, and you're going to draw 3 lines on your jawline. Blend in the foundations, and whichever one blends seamlessly into your skin, that's the foundation that's right for you. Now let's say 2 or 3 of them all work. What you can do is take the 2 closest ones, buy both of them, and mix them together to get the perfect foundation for your skin. Alright, so that was all my tricks on how to pick out the perfect foundation for your skin. If you like this video, make sure and give it a thumbs up and leave a comment down below to tell me what to film next. I love making these videos and would love to help out more people. Once again, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!